We'll solve the next problem today on projection of planes. The problem is there on your screen and along with the solution. Okay, we'll do this. Take down the question. So I have written you in the question numbers which are there as per the textbook. Okay, the first one was first one, and this is the fourth question from your textbook. Okay, so the problem is a triangular lamina of 25 mm sides rests on one of its corners on horizontal plane, such that the surface of the lamina makes an angle of 60° with HP. If the side opposite to the corner on which the lamina rests makes an angle of 30° with VP, draw its projections. So for this, you have to draw the projections. This is the projection which is given to you. So in the previous class, we solved a problem wherein it was resting on one of its edges, right? So when it was resting on one of its edges, you had drawn this triangle in the other way, the opposite way. So when you tilt it, in the second step here, with respect to HP, it was resting on edge here. Now in this question, what is it? It is resting on one of its corners. Okay. So it is resting on one of its corners. So in the first step, you have to draw it like this. Okay, you have to draw it like this. And where it is resting on HP. It means your lamina will be resting on horizontal plane. It is not resting on vertical plane. Okay, it is resting on horizontal plane. You have to draw your true shape of the lamina in the first step on HP. Okay, that is your top view. That is your top view. Okay, you have to draw it here. Okay, draw an equilateral triangle of sides 25 mm. Then draw the projections and draw the front view. Okay, so these are your first. This is your first step: top view and front view. Let me first explain it, then you can start doing it. Okay, along with you, I'll do it in Solid Edge. Okay, as well as in Google Sketchup, I'll show you the animation. Okay, how exactly it is. Then in the second step, you are tilting it. See here, it's clearly given. Surface of the lamina makes an angle 60° with HP. Surface 60° with HP. Okay, surface 60° with HP. So you have to tilt it at an angle 60°. You have to draw a line at an angle 60° here and draw this. Same thing, you have to represent it here. Okay, and make sure it is resting on corner. It is resting on corner. If it is resting on edge, here your two corners of a plane will come. If it is resting on corner, only one corner of a plane will come here. Okay, you can see here it is resting on this point, that is A. Okay, so once you draw this, you have to draw the projection lines. Okay, you have to draw the projection lines and obtain this top view. Okay, so this completes your second step. So after this, what is given? What is the last step? So if the side opposite to the corner, okay, on which the lamina rests makes an angle of 30° with VP. So what is given? So you can see here it is resting on corner A. This is the side opposite to that. The side opposite to that is BC. So that is inclined. Okay, that is inclined. That makes an angle 30° with vertical plane. You can see here. So I have to place this in such a way that this is 30° with VP. You can see here this edge is inclined at 30° with VP. You have to just place this edge onto this, then obtain this point A. Okay, and complete this triangle and make sure this shape and this shape are one and the same. There should not be any difference. Okay, only thing is this edge now it is inclined to VP at 30°. So once you draw this, again draw the projection lines. Okay, then obtain the front view. Then obtain the front view. Okay, then obtain the front view. Let me show this to you in Google SketchUp. So in the previous problem, it was resting on edge. Okay, you have drawn a triangle the other way. Okay, you have drawn the triangle the other way, right? Let me just draw it. So whenever, make sure if you get it is resting on corner, you have to draw it this way in the first step. Okay, that is true shape. Okay, you have to draw it this way. Whenever it is resting on edge, whenever it is resting on edge, so in the first step here, you have to draw it the way. Okay, you have to draw it like this. Okay, you have to draw it like this. So if you tilt it, it will be resting on edge here. It will be resting on edge here. If you tilt it, okay, it will be resting on edge here. Edge will appear. Edge will come. Okay, now it is resting on corner. Your corner will come here. Okay, So make sure you read the questions carefully, then solve it. If you are wrong here, in the step 1, the whole solution will be wrong. Okay, even if you are draw it neatly, make sure the first step is correct. Okay, check whether it is resting on corner, whether it is resting on corner, whether it is resting on edge. Okay, that you have to identify. And one more thing which you have to identify it is whether it is resting on horizontal plane or whether it is resting here on vertical plane. So this is the vertical plane and this is horizontal plane. Okay, you have to check whether it is resting here or whether it is resting here. Okay, then you have to start. Okay, now let me just move on to Google SketchUp. Okay, let me come here. First, let me draw a triangle. I'll just show you how it is. Okay, let me just draw a triangle. Let me just color it. Color. Let me just color it. Let me just give this a blue color. Okay. Let me just select this and make a component. Okay. Make it as a component and let me move it along the Z axis, along the blue axis. Okay. Little bit above. Okay. That's more than enough. Okay. That's more than enough. Now I will draw a plane, a horizontal plane, a horizontal plane. I can draw it a little bigger. A horizontal plane, then a vertical plane. Okay. Now it is here. Okay. It is exactly resting on horizontal plane. Okay. It is resting on horizontal plane on one of its corners. Let me just scale this a bit. So that you can easily identify it. Let me move this on if it is rotate command. Okay. Now it is like this. Okay, it is like this. When you see the top view, front view, actually I did it wrong. It looks like so. Front view. Okay, fine. Let me delete this planes. Front view. Okay, front view is like this. Then I have to draw it this way. The planes must be drawn this way. You try it like this. And this way. Okay. And select this and move it on this side here. And rotate it. Yeah, So this is your first step. Okay, this is your first step. Your front view and your top view. Okay, your front view and top view. So that is what is there here. Okay, top view and a front view. Next, the second step is okay. Let me draw one more. Your second step is like this. It is your surface of this lamina is inclined to HP at 60 degrees. Okay, so it is like this. It is like this. This is how it is. The surface of the lamina is inclined to HP at 60 degrees. Now, if I see the front view, this is how it looks to you in the front view. If I see the top view, this is how it looks to you. Okay, so that is what is there here. That is what is there here. Okay, the second step, surface inclined to HP at 60 degrees. Okay, and what is the last step? The side opposite to the corner on which it rests, the opposite side, okay, is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. Okay. Now let me just rotate it. Yeah, 30 degrees. So this is how it is. Okay. So this is inclined to vertical plane at 30 degrees. Here it is inclined at 60 degrees. Here it is inclined at 30 degrees. Now, if I see the front view, so this is how it looks. Front views in first position, second position, and third position, and your top view, first, second, and third position. Right. So this is what. Now let's do this in Solid Edge, and you have to do it manually. Okay, you have to do it manually. Is it clear? Is it clear? The problem is clear to you? The problem is clear to you?
Yes,
Okay, fine. Let us do this in Solid Edge. Okay, let me just add a new sheet here and do it. Okay, I'm using the same file, okay, which I used last time. I'll be doing it here itself. You also do it in your book, okay, and follow the protocols. Thin lines, so whatever here, these all I've shown with 0.05 thickness. All must be thin lines in your book, and this must be clearly visible, thick lines, okay, in a notebook as well. Let's move on to this one. What is the first step? First step is always you have to draw your XY line, okay, with thin line. XY line always must be a thin line, 0.05. Let me draw an XY line. Okay, from one end to the other end of the book, you have to draw a line. Then here, on the left hand side, you have to write X and Y, okay, which represents your reference line. And here, either you can write where is vertical plane and horizontal, either here, or even you can write it on right hand side. Let me write on right hand side here. So above XY line indicates vertical plane. So below XY line indicates horizontal plane. Below XY line indicates horizontal plane. Right? Now, first step is to draw a triangle. Okay. What should be thickness when drawing? It should be a thick line when you're drawing a triangle. Let me take a 0.5 thickness, and here I'll draw it. Okay. Instead of drawing starting from here, I'll draw it from here. Okay. Because I know it is resting on corner. Okay. So this is 25. Okay. Then use your compass. Hopefully you're doing it along with me. Tell me if I'm fast. 25. Before that, let me change the thickness of the arc. What I'm drawing as thin. Arc also must be drawn with thin line. Okay. Then 25 radius. And cut an arc here. Okay. After that, join it. Okay. After that, join it. And it should be joined with thick line. Should be joined with thick line. So this is how you have to do it. Okay. This is how you have to do it. In the last problem, you did it other way. In this problem, you are doing it here. Okay, resting on corner. If it is resting on corner, you have to draw it this way. Okay, you have to draw it this way. Let me just move this a little here. Fine. Okay. So after this, let me name it as it is named here. So A, B, and C. Okay, A, B, and C. So I did a small mistake here. It should be named in anti-clockwise direction. Let me just name it in anti-clockwise direction. Don't worry about the namings. See here. So this is top view, right? So you have to just indicate A, this as B, and this as C. Okay? This as C. And make sure now you have to mention the dimension of the triangle. Okay? Mention the dimension of a triangle. You can see here, in the previous problem, it was resting like this. You showed your dimension on this side, right? You showed your dimension on this side. Now, when it is present like this, you have to show a dimension here, as it is shown here. Okay? It is. So in order to show the dimension here, let me just use smart dimension command, and just select this and just place it here, and make sure you write it this way only. Okay? You can see here. Here also I've written it in the same fashion here. Okay? So this completes your top view in the first position. Okay? Top view in the first position. Okay? Top view in the first position. After this, how will you draw the front view? You have to draw the projection lines. Okay? You have to draw the projection lines. 0.0 thickness of the projection line must be thin lines. Go on drawing the projection line till X bar line. Yeah? Till X bar line. After this, let me first, before joining it, let me name it first. Okay? Let me name it first. How will you name it? Here, which is this end? A, right? That is resting on corner. This is A. So in the front view, it is denoted as A dash. It is denoted as A dash. See here. So here, when you see it from this side here, okay, when you see it from this side, okay, so this end of a triangle is visible, and behind that you have C. So you have to write here in the front view as B dash into brackets C dash. Okay, brackets C dash. So once you write it, next step is to join this, okay, with thick line. Without fail, you have to join this with thick line, okay, from this end to this end, okay, and it should be a thick line, okay, it should be a thick line, it should be a thick line. So after this, you just show the how you have drawn it. It means your direction of projection, direction of projections. Complete the first step. I'll wait for a few minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, then we'll move to the next step. Put a message in the chat box that you are done, then we'll move to the next step. Draw it neatly. Okay. Okay. Done. One more person plus say done. 1 or 2 persons at least. Another 1 person. So that we can proceed to the next step. Yeah, fine. Okay. Now we'll move to the next step. What is it? A surface of the lamina is inclined to HP at 60 degrees. So what you have to do is, first, let me just draw a line, an angle 60 degrees. Let me just draw a thin line here. I'll just give a convenient distance between step 1 and step 2. So from here, I'll just draw a line, okay, of any length at an angle 60 degrees, okay, 60 degrees, 60 degrees I've drawn, and make sure you also show this angles, okay, show this angle. And while showing the arrow marks for angle also, you're supposed to follow the protocol, okay, of arrowhead, 1:3 or 3:1. Now, use your compass. Okay, you have to measure this distance, right? You have to measure this distance. This is how much? 21.65. You use your compass, measure this distance. So before you measure the distance, first let me name this. Which is this point? If I tilt it, it will be resting on which point? It will be resting on point A dash. So let me just write here A dash. Okay, let me just write here A dash. Next, I'll just take Argo center points. You take your compass. Okay, from this as center, you can see that this as center and radius as 21.65. So whatever, you can just measure it manually in your books. Just cut an arc here. Okay. And if any extra line is there, you can just trim it off. Sorry. And trim it. Okay. That's the trim option. Now I can use a pen from this end to this end. Okay. Draw it with thick lines. From this point to this point, draw it with thick lines. Okay. Draw it with thick line, which represents this line inclined at 60 degrees. Okay. It means your surface is inclined to HP at 60 degrees. After this, here this end is this one, that is B dash and C dash. B dash into brackets C dash. Okay. Let me just place it here. Just drag this in the left side. Okay. Now after this, in order to draw the top view, you'll use front view in the second step and top view in the first step. Draw the projection using this, then and using this, draw the top view in the second step. Okay, same fashion which you did in the last problem. And thickness while drawing the projection line, it should be 0.05. So I'll draw it only till here. Okay, I'll just take this as a reference, and you can see the dotted points there. I'll just draw it till here. Okay, no need to draw a line beyond this. And from this point again, C is here, then B is here. Okay, I'll just draw it here. So this line indicates projection of A. Okay, from second step front view, and this line indicates projection of both B and C. Similarly, you draw horizontal projection lines. C, horizontal projection line of C till here. Okay, then here, then here, then here. Okay, and then you go on naming it. Then you join them. Okay, first you name it. So this indicates A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Right? Then line. It should be a thick line while joining this triangle from one end to the other end. Just make sure that point. Okay. Then before moving on to the next step, make sure everything is done up. Okay. You have to still show the directions. Okay. Let me show the directions. While drawing this is how we did it. I took this down. I've drawn this lines downwards and this to the right. This to the right. Right. So this completes your second step. This completes your second step. Let me just delete this. No need to show this, okay, when you're doing it manually because you are using a compass. Again, you can type done. Once you are done, we'll move on to the last step. If any doubts are there in the first two steps, you can ask.
Permanently we have to sit there or kind of तसं नाही बाबा तुम्ही विचाराच अर्धवट अर्धवट कशाला करता काय ह्याला permanently we have to sit there or again have to come back because we need to carry some height. I think we cannot cover one of every now and then no height.
Finished? Finish? Fine. Let us move on to the last step. We'll draw this. Okay. Now, what is given? This side opposite to the corner on which it rests is the side, right? That is side BC is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. Now first, let me take 0.05 thickness. So from here, I'll draw a line, an angle 30 degrees. Okay, minus 30. Just draw a line, thin line. Okay. And once you draw a line, make sure you indicate the angle. Okay. So indicate the angle. Just indicate the angle here. So after this, I have to place this edge BC, that is side BC, on this line, on this 30-degree line. Okay. So what is given in the question? The side opposite to the corner is inclined at 30 degrees to BP. So this side, I know what is the length of this side. It is 25. Okay. So I'll just first place a point here, C. Okay. Just first place a point C here. Okay. Just place it a little below. Then I'll take R by center point, or you will take your compass. Okay. Then from here, from point C, okay, just draw an arc of 25 of this length. Whatever length is there of the side, you have to draw that 25, 25. Okay. After that, you can join it with thick line. After that, you can join it with thick line from this point to this point. Okay. Then you have to obtain this. You have to obtain this. How will you obtain this? You should measure this now. You should measure this. This and this are having same length, 16.54. 16.54. Again, by center point. Let me change the thickness. Thin line. So here, draw an arc of 16.54. Okay. In a similar way, from the other point. Okay. From the other point, check radius. Enter the radius 16.54. Enter. Yeah. Okay. Now, before you join them, better you first name them. Okay. First name them. This is end A. This is B. Okay. Then join them. Join them with thick line. Join them with thick line. Join them with thick line. This end to this end, from here to here. And make sure when you draw it, this shape and this shape must be one and the same. Okay. One and the same. Because you are just taking this and making this inclined at 60 degrees. Okay. Rest all things remain same. We're just rotating it. Okay. We are just rotating this at an angle of 30 degrees to vertical plane. Okay. Now once you draw this, once you finish this, you have to draw the front view. Okay. You have to draw the front view. Thickness 0.05. While drawing the projections, C, the projection of C. I have to draw it till here, right? So this point, I have to draw it till here. Then A, I have to draw it only till here. Okay. Then B till here. B till here. After that, before you join them, better you name them first. So this is, okay. So from here, vertical projection line, from here, horizontal. So one more thing I forgot. You have to draw this also. Okay, you have to draw this also. And about this A, it is there on x1 in itself. Then you name this. So this is A dash. So this is B dash, and this is C dash. Okay, this C dash. Then you join them with thick line. Join them with thick line. I'll take 0.5. You join it with thick line. From this to this, here to here. Okay. After that, let me show the directions. Okay. Without fail, you have to show the directions. These are to the right. Okay. That is from the front view in the second step, and from top view in the final step to obtain the final front view. These are the top. Okay. The top. At the end, just fit it to the screen. So at the end, without fail, here at the bottom, you have to write down all dimensions are in this you have to write without fail. Now your problem is complete. This carries 15 plus 10, 25 marks. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. You can complete it. Then I'll give you one more problem, a homework problem to you. So whatever I've told you in the solid edge, right? This is how you do it manually. Okay, there are shortcut tricks in order to do this. Okay, when you do it in solid edge. Okay, you complete it, then I'll show the same problem how to do it here. Okay, in solid edge. Okay, I'm using solid edge only not to show it to you, but I'm showing you in a way how you do it manually. Now I'll show you how to do it here using shortcut tricks. Okay. Now another new commands you'll learn here. I'll show you that. So similar type of problems will be there for you for other planes also, square, okay, pentagon and hexagon. Okay, resting on corner and resting on side. Okay, resting on corner or resting on side or edge. Finished? I'll show you this same problem using shortcut tricks how to do it in solid edge. Okay. And done. Done. Put a message in the chat box if you are done. Okay, fine. Now let me just add one more sheet here. Okay. Let me just explain it to you how to do it using shortcut tricks. Okay. First steps remain same. 0.05, drawing the XY line. Okay. Drawing the XY line. Okay. Then writing X and Y. This must be written capital here. Okay. Vertical plane. Then horizontal plane. Okay. After that, how to draw a triangle. Okay. I'll just tell you one more trick here. So thickness 0.5. I'll first draw a horizontal line of 25 mm. Okay. 25. Then again a length, enter the length as 25. Angle as 120. Angle as 120. Then I'll join this. Okay. So this angle, outer angle, 120. Then I'll join it here. Okay. After this, I want to place it this way, right? I want to place this triangle this way. How will you place it? Let me just select this. Okay. Using mouse button, left mouse button, just make a box. Okay. All the lines will get selected. Just click anywhere on this line. Just you move it here. Okay. Just you move it here. But I want to place it like this. I want to place it like this. How will you place it like this? So now to place it like that, there is a command called move or rotate. Okay, rotate. Let me just rotate it. Okay, let me use rotate command. First, not use the rotate command. Make sure whatever you are rotating that is selected. Okay, drag a boss, select it first. Then you can see it. Click for the center of rotation. It will tell you. Okay, click for the center of rotation. Then along this line, I'll just before that, let me just select it. Use rotate command, and here I should turn this off. Okay, turn this off. You can see if it's turned on, it is orange in color. If it is turned off, it is blue in color. If turn it off, then from here just rotate it like this. What you have done, you have rotated this, okay, and placed it in this fashion. Okay, placed it in this fashion. After that, let me again next I'll use move command. Okay, here also same. First select it. Okay, then pick it from here and just place it here properly. Okay, make sure this is off. Okay, it should be blue in color if it is off. Then after that, the next step is naming it A, B, then C. Okay. After that, next step is show the dimension here. Okay, and place it here. Next, again, draw the vertical projection lines. Okay, as you did. Okay, thickness 0.05. Draw it here. Okay. Right here. Then name the front view. Name the front view A dash, and here B dash in brackets C dash. Okay. Next, show the directions. Without fail, show the directions. Show the directions. Okay. If unable to place it, you can zoom that area using your middle mouse button, that is your scroll up and down. You can zoom in and zoom out. Next, take the line command, change the thickness to 0.5 and just draw this line. Okay, just draw this line. Now, in the next step, what we did, we had drawn a line at an angle 60 degrees. Okay, then using a compass, okay, you obtained this other end. Here, what you have to do is, a shortcut trick is using move and rotate command. I'll use move command. I'll make sure this is on now, because if I want to move and copy it, if I just want to move it, I'll just turn it off. Okay. If I want to move it, but I want a copy of it in other place, I will just turn it on. I'll select this and pick it from the point on which it is resting. You can see here, I'll just pick it. Click for the point to move from. Pick it from this point. I'll just place it here. Okay. I'll just leave a convenient distance between 1 and 2 steps. I'll just place it here. Then I'll select this. Now I'll use rotate command. Okay. Make sure this is selected. Now click for the center of rotation. I'll just click for the center of rotation. Okay. And while rotating, make sure this should not be on, because I don't want a copy. I will just rotate this at an angle 60 degrees and place it here. That's it. Okay. That's it. And just place this angle. Use angle between and place this angle here. Okay. That is how you have to do it. No need to use your arc by center point command. Okay. Even you can do that. Okay. Do this in this fashion also, no problem. Okay. Or even you can do it this way also. Now next is just name this here A dash and this as B dash and C dash. Okay. After this, again step remains same. Draw the projection lines to obtain the top view. 0.05. Same way, only till here A. Then this B and C till here. Then C is here. And A. Sorry. A and then B. Okay. Then name it first. A, B, and then C. Then join it with thick line. Yeah, sorry. Point 5. This point, then this point. You can see the end point symbol there. It appears to you, and then only you place that point. Okay. Then show the directions. This is downwards. This is downwards, and this is downwards. Okay. Last step is first you have to draw a line as you did here, right? An angle 30 degrees to vertical plane. Okay. Angle 30 degrees to vertical plane. Draw a line. Press tab. Minus 30 degrees. Okay. Show the angle. Show the angle. After that, now I want this to be here, such that this edge is inclined at 30 degrees to vertical plane. Now what I'll do is, now you can see if I select this, these are all individual elements. But I want to group this because I know this shape and this shape are same. Okay, I'll just copy this from here to here such that this is inclined at 30 degrees to vertical plane. Okay, what I'll do is, I'll just select hold control from your keyboard. Go on selecting all these individual elements. Make sure all are selected. Then there is an option called group here in block toolbar. Okay, group. Click on group and just click on this green button, or you can just right click. Okay, shortcut, or just press enter. I'll just click on this green button. Now I'll press escape, or I'll go to the default command select. Now if I select this, all three are getting selected. Now we have grouped this. After this, now I'll use move command. Okay, make sure this is selected. I'll pick this point C and I'll just place it here and make sure this copy is on, because I want to copy this from this position to this position here. Okay, this position here. Now I'll just rotate this. I'll just rotate this such a way that this is inclined at 30 degrees to. Make sure this is selected. This is center of rotation along this line. Don't make sure this is off. Okay, just place it here. Shortcut trick. Okay, these are the tricks, and just name this here. Okay, just name this here. This is C. No, this is not C. This is C here. This is B, and this is A. After that, next step remains same as you did for the previous case. Okay, draw the projection lines to obtain the front view. Okay, just quickly do it. I'll just tell one more command here. By mistake, I've drawn this one line till only here, but I want it till here. So there's an option called extend. Extend to next. Okay, just click on that. Just click there. Select into the next. Okay. Now you can just name this ends C dash. This is B dash, and this is A dash here. Then join them with continuous thick lines as 0.05 thickness. Yeah, sorry. 0.5 thickness. Here and here. So 0.5 here, here. Then show the directions of projection. Directions of projection. Then show the directions of projection. And at last, you can just write on all dimensions in mm. So this completes your problem. Okay. I'll just take down this homework problem, and don't give your attendance yet. Okay, just take down this homework problem. Then I'll just share a link in the group. Okay, you can give the attendance there. Okay, no need to give the attendance in the chat box there. I'll just share a link there in the group. You can give your attendance there. First, you take down this question and the solution also. If you want, you can take the screenshot of it. And the next class, I want the solution of this. Okay. 30 degree, 60 degrees set square of 60 mm longest side. You can see here, this is the 60 mm longest side. Okay, is so kept such that longest side is in HP. Okay, if longest side is in HP means you have to place it this way. If it is not, if a corner of that is in HP, you have to place it this way. Okay, you have to place it this way. The corner will come here. Okay, now it is longest side is in HP means you have to place it this way, and it is resting on HP. Okay, and this makes an angle of 30 degree with BP. This is last step. This longest side makes an angle 30 degree with BP. Don't get confused. This is the last step. Okay, this is the last step. The longest side is making an angle 30 degree with HP is the last step. So whenever a plane is resting on horizontal plane, here, whenever true shape is here, make sure you first take the angle with respect to HP, then with respect to BP. Okay, then with respect to BP. and the set square itself is inclined, the whole set square itself. You can take an example of set square which you have in your compass box, then solve it. Okay, and solve it. Take your set square from your compass box and see how it looks. Okay, that's what you're drawing. In the final position, when it is inclined at 45 degrees to HP and 30 degrees to VP, this is how it looks to you. These are your front view and top views. These are your projections.